What's up, guys? Welcome back. We're out here on the boat, and today we're gonna do some upgrades. This is a brand new 2026 Tohatsu 30 horsepower EFI 4-stroke. I have a Nema network cable here for the Tohatsu, and since I mainly just run Garmin fish finders, I'm gonna hook it up from this into my Nema, my existing Nema setup. You can see this is my Nema setup right now, Nema 2000. The yellow cable, that is the power cable. And essentially that's connected to the battery, and that's what gives power to all these devices so they can talk to each other. Pretty much fancy stuff like that, but basically you just want to keep it as center as possible. I currently have 4 devices on it. I have my 3 fish finders, basically 2 on each side, and then the 4th one is my Steadicast, right there, the heading sensor. So I don't think it matters if I put it to the left side or the right side. Basically, I'll take off the end cap on one of these sides and just connect this, just plug this one right in there. I'm just chained, it's all chained up there. And then just, cover the outside with the cap, and that's pretty much it. And then just turn on the motor, plug in the fish finder, and we should be good. There's one, second one up front. 2, I believe this should just come right off. Slide out. There you go. And we just pop this up, supposedly. Yep, popped it up. And let's see, where do I attach it to? Right here. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys here. You can see right there, those little yellow dots. That's where you're gonna connect it to. But first, you gotta make sure we take that off, and then we can connect it in. So, yep, that's the plug-in right there. Easy peasy, hopefully. Pinch this, should come off. There you go. Now we gotta plug this in and go this way. There we go. Clicks right in. And that's it. I'm not gonna force it in yet. I'm just gonna kind of turn it, just make sure it goes in smoothly. That way we don't bend any of these pins. And there you go, just like that. Just twist that in. All right, I'm gonna just keep it like this. That way, once we install this, we will readjust the length and everything. All right, looks good. Kind of dark, sorry y'all. Got my little emergency lamp right here, but that's essentially it right there. It's connected, and we'll put the end T here, end cap. And we'll just connect it, chain it in. Make sure it's smooth. Yeah, I think it's in. Just double check my other connectors here, make sure everything's nice and secure, snug. And that is our Nema setup. So yeah, this is really messy. A lot of wires, a lot. And we're gonna do some more stuff here, so it's gonna be even more messier. Whew. Right now today, it's a lot warmer. Got the garage open, letting some nice warm air. I think it's like roughly 50-ish degrees right now. But I got some red LED light strips for some night fishing I'm gonna install. I got my white LED strips here, but white light attracts a lot of bugs, so we're gonna install some red ones. We're gonna run some wires, and basically I'm gonna link it up to, I'm gonna have to rewire it, but basically I have my nav lights. I'm out of switches here, so I'm gonna run into my nav, not my anchor, my nav lights here. So essentially it's gonna be at night anyway, so the nav lights are gonna be on, and then it's gonna trigger the red LED strips to be on. So that way we have some sort of visibility here. But that is the plan for now. A little update here. I ran the front wires all connected through here, and this middle LED here as well. And then I just strapped it up with the rest of these wires here. So these are the new ones. And we are pretty much halfway done. The only hard part is this section right here. I was hoping to squeeze it in, but there's a lot of wires in this little corner right here, a lot. So I'm gonna have to take off the panel here and then squeeze the wire under through here. And then once that's done, everything else should be a cakewalk. All right, guys, the fun stuff is done. Just turn on the power here. We have a total of 6 new red LED strips, 2 in the back, 2 in the center, and 2 up front. So I just hooked up to my nav lights button here. And there we go. 1 right there. Got 2. It's not symmetrical just because I have no way of putting on that side without it facing upwards. So figure I put 1 in the center and then 1 on the right side right there. Then of course got 1 under the steering wheel console, 1 in the center right here, and then 2 up front. Let me turn off the light and let's see what it looks like. Would you look at that? Lovely. I think it's bright enough. Not too bright, but just good enough so that you still have your vision at night. But yeah, I chose red just because if you guys didn't know, or those that know, red attracts the least bugs at night. And I'm planning to do at least maybe late spring and definitely fall night outings. But summertime, it's maybe, we'll see how I feel. Summer, I did like 1 or 2 summer's night sessions last season and attracted quite a few bugs, a lot of bugs, and the mosquitoes are, you know, always bad. I'm really digging this setup and definitely looking forward to using it. Whew! Stay tuned, y'all. We'll see you guys on the water. Update here. Got the boat all set up again here. Just a little more clean to do. And, I'm gonna rig up some baits here. It's still pretty cold, so I'm not gonna do too much here. Definitely will get a crankbait action going. I think it is this rod, the super beat up one. So we're gonna throw this tomorrow. Again, not doing too much here. I'm gonna mainly break in the new motor here, the Tohatsu there, and then try to do some pan fishing as well. See if I can find some perch or crappie. So maybe we'll grab this one. I think we'll grab, yeah, we'll grab one of these. Look at all that rain. Hopefully, tomorrow's supposed to rain too, but it's supposed to be almost 70, like 66 to 68 degrees. But like I said, hopefully it doesn't rain too much. It's gonna rain a little bit, but hopefully not as hard right now. I think I'm gonna bring 1 more rod. Maybe the Ned rig here. I'll bring the Ned, just in case. Should bring a jerk bait, but like I said, I'm mainly gonna be breaking in the new motor, but I'll bring these rods just in case, you know, try to get a few bites here and there, maybe. Main goal tomorrow is breaking the new Tohatsu motor, hopefully catch some fish, and just make sure the live scope is working because I had some issues last year where I kept losing connection. I think it was like more of a power issue, something like that. I double checked my wires. I didn't do anything different. I didn't really change anything. So yeah, it was working fine. I would typically it'll run, I don't know, maybe an hour or 2, and then the connection just dropped. So I left it running maybe I think yesterday or 2 days ago, and it looked fine. I left it on for like at least 3-4 hours straight, and it didn't lose connection. But like I said, tomorrow we're just gonna test a few things, and hopefully everything works. Good morning, guys. Just got done loading up the boat here, or the trailer on the truck, so we're gonna head out on our first expedition of the year. It's pretty rainy day still, a little bit cold. I am decently well dressed. Got my new insulated jacket here, got my bibs. Should be all, you know, rainproof for the day, but hopefully as long as there's no like giant crazy wind, we should be good to go. Oh, we made it. I had an audible guys come to the river, and yeah, the river's really low, but we're gonna try anyways. I was testing out the launch here. Seems okay. Got halfway in, so we're gonna unstrap and then break in the boat. All right, try a new mount today, y'all. Got a neck mount, and should be better because when I have my chest mount, after I set the hook, it'll always hit my camera. So we're gonna try out the neck one, see how it goes. Had some issues launching earlier when I first started backing up. There's actually a little quicksand right here. I was just testing with my foot, and got me about like a foot in there. I just washed myself, so it's all clean now, but you can see my pants got soaked, got all muddy up. But yeah, I was trying to avoid this section right here. I had to curve around and back into the river like this, so we made it work. All right, not too bad, not too bad. At least it's sand and not straight up mud, otherwise we'd be in big trouble. Okay. So before I actually start using the motor, I'm gonna troll around first just to see how deep some spots are. That way we don't end up destroying the motor, you know, because of hidden boulders or giant trees. The river is always changing, so there's always different stuff in the river. Like that tree in the middle right there, that was never there until this year. So yeah, I'm just gonna troll around, just make sure. We're about almost 4 feet deep right now, so not too bad. It's doable. Just gotta watch out for like any sort of obstruction underwater that we can't see. Oh my goodness, I forgot my buddy. I always forget to check my brakes and my tension spool here. Just got these reel surface from my buddy Drew, and he's always loosening everything, so messed me up last year, but I always forget. You know, get too excited to go fishing on your first cast, and all of a sudden got a backlash. Got a fresh spool of line in here, so don't want to, you know, waste this line here. It's Tohatsu. It's not cheap. All right, we're gonna do the idle first for 10 minutes. I'm gonna set a timer, and then I'm gonna look for the other steps afterwards. Start up right away. Oh, so the water that pees, the cover is covering it, so that's not good. I'm about to take the cover off. So much for getting a cover. Yeah, there's a pee hole right there. So now we gotta mess with our fish finder here, gauges. Let's go engines. So we're at 850 RPM, so I'm gonna need this when I start, when I break the motor in. So that's really important. This is 2-stroke, we need 4-stroke. All right, so here it is, 1 to 10 minutes of idle, and then 10 minutes to 2 hours of less than half throttle, which is approximately 3,000 RPM. So we're gonna stick with that for today. And then, like I said, I'm gonna troll up first, just make sure there's no giant rocks or trees. And then we'll come back and work on the boat. 2, 1. All right, we're gonna shut off the engine for now. All right, we're gonna troll up. Like I said, we're gonna troll up. Just make sure there's no rocks or anything. Our path is clear. Trim up the engine here. Update, guys. I am about, let's see, a little bit over 50 minutes, almost an hour in total. If you minus a 10-minute for the first idle break-in period, but we're pretty much around 40 minutes in the second stage here for a 2-hour break-in. I've been just kind of doing sporadically, where as long as I stay under 3,000 RPM, I'll be doing like 2,500 RPM for like 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and then I'll kind of just switch it up. I'm just trying to make sure I don't go over 3,000 RPM for that 2-hour break-in period. Hopefully, you know, we're doing it right to the best of our knowledge here. The manual doesn't give you like very specific instructions on, you know, how to break it in, how fast you should be going, how long, etc., etc. So I'm just gonna keep up at what I'm doing, and yeah, another hour, and then I'm gonna call it a day and head back home. I was just trolling around just to make sure there's a clear path, you know, no giant stumps and trees like that one right there. Giant tree, no giant boulders. And then basically just go up and down the river for, you know, the next 2 hours here, basically. But yeah, keep on grinding, keep on grinding. Ooh, thought I had a fish on. There's a deep low drop here I found with the live scope. I actually saw it on my down image first. It was like 2 feet and it drops like 5-6 feet. So I'm just sitting in a little pocket here and I'm just kind of throwing the net around, see if I can get anything. Got one. Got a fish on. Oh, what is this? Oh my goodness. It's a walleye. Our first fish of the year. And it's a walleye. Gosh. First fish of the season on open water. A little 15-incher. Woo! Catch and release. I don't think it's harvest season yet. I'll try my little fly here. See if we can catch any, entice them. I have no idea where my bait went. Oh, we got one. What is this? We got one on the fly. Or a little jig head. Oh my gosh, more walleyes. It's a pack of walleyes. That's crazy. Such a soft bite, but chase after it. All right, guys. Another nice little chunk right here. About 15-incher maybe. All right, guys, I tied on a little Ray Japan, a little lipless cranker, pretty much 3.5 grams. I think that's like 1/16, if I recall correctly. Oh, we got one. Oh my gosh. Another walleye. What is that? Was it a pike? Oh, it's a pike. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Please don't snatch my line. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I don't want to lose my jig. Ah! Come back up, come back up, come back up. Oh my gosh. Whew. Ooh, it's a fat, chunky pike. Look at that gut. Oh. Yeah, almost lost my bladed jig here. One last look is a little chunker here. Off you go. There it goes. That was a decent sized one. It's a little group here. I don't know if these are walleyes. There's one. Oh, what is this? It's taking me. Oh gosh. Oh my goodness. It's a school of pikes. They're all about, oh, this is actually the biggest one yet. It's a school of pikes. Oh my goodness. Oh, what's going on? My line's gonna get cut. It's in its teeth. That's a good sized one. Alright, y'all, now on the little jig head. Biggest pike so far. Look at that gut. Woo. Alright guys, we had our fun fishing. The sun is partially out and looking lovely here, but we're gonna finish up breaking in the motor and then head back home. Alright guys, I'm at 2350 RPM, around 6.6 miles per hour. The Nema network is really consistent, and yeah, I like this setup. I can't see any of the other fancy stuff, but really all I needed was the RPM and the speed here pretty much. Alright, we're gonna keep on cruising. Just keep on cruising up and down. Whew. Alright guys, second phase completed. Got over 2 hours right here. I'm gonna do 3/4 throttle now for, I think it says what, like 2-3 hours. Let's see, for the next 2 to 3 hours. Yep, less than 3/4 throttle. Full throttle run allow for 1 minute every 10 minutes. So I'm just gonna finish off, do like 3/4 throttle and then just one full back to the ramp, and then we'll go back home. 2 more minutes. We can do one full throttle for 1 minute. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Catch you guys on the water.